This is Shutout Sessions with KyTheGoalie, and today we have former college player, senior brand manager at the Lacrosse Network, and all-around great guy, Alex Poole. Welcome to the podcast. How are you feeling today?
I feel good that I got called a great guy. I needed that. Thanks, Kai.
Well, all right, Alex. Well, we met in person at PLL in Charlotte, and that was a really great experience. And after I'm doing my research on you, I found out that you went to West Forsyth High School in North Carolina. I thought that was a crazy coincidence because I actually played for West Forsyth Youth Lacrosse here in Georgia. What was your experience like at West Forsyth in North Carolina?
Yeah, I got kind of a beef with West Forsyth in Georgia because every time you Google like my high school, that high school pops up. Um, I don't know if you guys call yourself Westfo, but we call ourselves Westfo too. But no, it was all good. I didn't start playing there until I was a junior. I didn't get sanctioned at my high school until that year. A couple of my friends that were hockey guys and had been playing lacrosse convinced me to go out, and I was a football player growing up. So I did both when I was a junior, and then I quit football my senior year just to focus on lacrosse.
Tell me about the first time you picked up a lacrosse stick.
It had to have been like with my friend who I was telling you about. His name is Andrew. He was one of my groomsmen. Convinced me to go out. Our science teacher was our head coach at the high school. So it would have had to have been with him, and he was a stringer too, and it was back in the days where you had to use hard mesh. So I just remember like him trying to figure out how to string, and I love him, and he's great, but he wasn't the best stringer, and so he would like do my sticks, and I would just be like, I think I can do better than this. So I taught myself how to string, and that's like really where the snowball started of me like really, really enjoying lacrosse.
Well, all right, let's just fast forward a little bit. You're playing at least McCray College, and you started doing strict singing online. What made you start doing that?
Yeah, it was. Well, I was stringing all my teammates' sticks
Mm.
regardless. So I was doing, I don't know, like 30 guys' sticks before the season. So I was just like, why don't I just post these on Instagram? Like 2012, 2013 was when Instagram was like kind of just starting. So um, I just started posting like there, and then I just like kept getting messages. They were like, "Can you do mine?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." Like just, and so I just like I do it for free. They would just send them in, and I like doing it. And then I started getting like a lot of questions to string their sticks, and I was like, "Okay, if I start charging for this, I got a little side hustle here." So that's what I started doing. And like in college, it was just to get, you know, date and soda money. But it did. I still string. I just did. I got a couple here. I got FCX just sent me this one.
Oh, that's actually really
I'm gonna
sick.
do
I,
this
I
up.
like
This
that,
one,
like minty green. That's
yeah, it's
nice.
tight. I'm gonna do this with purple because it's
Mm.
gonna be like Hornets colored. This one I've been using. It's just like the pink one. This Stallion 1K is what I like to use because they have a bunch of colors. And then I try to use this one in like any TLN videos that I do
Mm-hmm.
because it's like Chrome USA. And then, dude, honestly, well, here, Kai, I already have all these out. I'm just gonna show these. I've been trying to figure out what colors to string these up with. So I got like these other five. These are
Oh
all stallions.
my.
Shout out to STX for hooking me up with these. So I think I'm gonna do Volt in this one because it's gonna be like
Oh,
cherry limeade. I like to have them be like fun colored.
I like
Um,
that. I like that neon green one. That looks like alien colors.
yeah, it's like slime, like Ben 10, like slime color or
Mm.
something. So I was thinking orange in this one, like Michelangelo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then I was gonna do teal
Mm.
in the orange one for like Dolphins or like LA Riptide.
Yeah.
And then this one, I don't really know. The blue one, I think I'm just gonna do yellow. There's nothing like, I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know about the royal one.
Well, I've been trying to get into stringing heads myself. But I'm worried I'm gonna mess it up. What was your first time stringing a head?
I remember a lot of my early sticks. Yeah, I had this. I remember the first like complicated dye job I did. It was on a brine gospel. Um, it was like the first nice head that I got. I was on like the Dick's starter stick. It was a brine rocket D pull. It was terrible, but I loved it because it was my first stick. Um, but like the gospel, I wanted to do my colors were green and yellow, and I wanted to do a checkerboard dye of green with like white checkerboards. And I dyed it, and dude, it took me 5 hours to because I had to cut the squares out of electric tape because I didn't have a vinyl cutter, and individually placed them along the entire head. It took me forever, and I dyed it, and it was supposed to be green, and it came out a pure poopy brown, like the ultimate poop brown.
Oh
And it
no.
just I ruined the head. Yeah. So
Do you
um
do you
if you
still
do
have
dyes, make sure you have the
any of your original heads or sticks that you used?
yeah, I do actually. I have the head that I used my senior year of high school, and I should still have all of my college sticks too. I know I have all the shafts, I have all the gloves, I have all the helmets. The heads are a little bit different because I break them like all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you, Kai. I'm a huge hack. I'm just like love to slap check people. Um, I had this one. It was like a trophy. It was a chrome Nike, not Nike Blur, I think. And I broke it on my roommate's forearm. I just snapped it in half, and I attached it to our lamp. So every time like we would turn the lights on, he would have to like pull the head and remember what I did because he after I hit him and the head broke, he was like, "I think I'm gonna throw up." And it just made me laugh so much.
Well, all right. So let's talk about this ginormous jump you made. You went from making stringing videos online all the way to working at TLN and doing some stuff with the PLO. What does that jump mean to you?
Oh, dude, it's everything. I'm super fortunate and super blessed to uh, have gotten this chance. So, like, whenever we were doing stringing videos, my buddy TJ, his handle is Mako Sports on social. Him and I worked at the local lacrosse shop, and we would just like string all day. We'd go after work, we'd go shoot, and we'd film, and we'd like do reviews just because like we like to do it. He works for the Houston Texans now, so like, he also made a huge jump, and I'm proud of him. But yeah, like to be able to like do this with TLN is just everything that I've ever wanted to do. And I'm very very thankful for the opportunity.
Mm. So let's talk a little bit more about your job at TLN. You're the senior brand manager. What do you do on a daily basis?
Yeah, so all of basically TLN's operations run through me. I've been putting a pretty big emphasis on social this year. Last year, we were getting our merchandise off the ground, so I put a lot of my efforts towards that, and it went great. This year, I'm putting more of the spotlight back onto our social media channels. So it's a lot of it gets filtered through me, but a lot of it gets created through our social media manager. His name is Kevin Boylard. He's a superstar. He's awesome. He's really the engine of what you see coming out of TLN. I just have oversight on it. And outside of that, like I overview and help set up partnerships. Like we have Gatorade Play of the Week for PLL, so I oversee that. All the content that gets made, and then reporting that to Gatorade, and um, we're obviously still working on merchandise. And speaking of, Kai, I'm not going to send you any of these stallion heads that I have, but I'll get you a couple of hats. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, a hat would be amazing. Those hats are actually so fire. Like the one you have on.
Yeah, these are dope. I like these a lot. Here, I'll show you. Like we got
Oh yeah, I like the blue one.
yeah. So and we got this in royal blue too. So you can you can take your pick, and we'll get one out to you.
So, what's your job when making the cut between posting a video, editing the video, and stuff like that? Do you just make sure like you're sifting through the videos, stuff like that, just making sure it's okay to post?
Yeah, it's a lot of screening because we get a lot of people submitting their content to be on TLN. So What I've tried to do is make it a pretty symbiotic relationship. I don't expect you to know what that means, Kai. I don't know what grade you're in, but there's a an SAT word for you. Symbiotic means like a pretty equal relationship. So it's like people submit their content and we use it, but it's like kind of like ESPN and SportsCenter. You know, like if you make ESPN SportsCenter top 10, that's a big accomplishment. We kind of try to make it like that. So whenever people DM us or tag us on stuff, we make sure to interact with it. And like the best of the best gets posted in the feed with credit to the player and the videographer and the team. And we make sure to give all the proper kudos. And then some of them are just like kids in their backyard, just like shooting around. And we're not necessarily going to just post those every day, but we're going to drop a comment. We're going to drop a like on all of them and comment from TLN because when a kid sees, an account with, as of today, 665,000 followers on it, comment on their backyard shooting video, they're going to be pretty excited. And that's all we're trying to do. We're just trying to bring some joy and grow the sport of lacrosse and one comment at a time.
Yeah, I'm all up for supporting small content creators. That's like, as of myself, I'm not the biggest content creator out there. And when y'all have followed me on TikTok, when I was even smaller than I am right now, and y'all followed me on TikTok, that was a really big like inspiration that encouraged me to keep going. So that's a really amazing that you're doing that.
All right, let me do it's KyTheGoalie on all of them.
At KyTheGoalie.
Just making sure we got you everywhere. Give me one sec. KyTheGoalie. All right, there we go. Follow you on Instagram too. There we go. Bang. All right, now you're set. Now you got them on everything.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. No worries.
So you guys post everything from goals, gear, to memes. What is it like being behind the scenes at TLN?
It's pretty fun, honestly. We get to see like I like to think that nothing really gets by me in the lacrosse world just because I have my eyes everywhere. So it's like we see some things that like are crazy. Like there was this guy, he's committed to Harvard. I think his handle is lax on one leg, and he's like playing wall ball with his friend as the target, and he's like throwing the ball like right beside his face. And he's like, I think this kid is about to break his nose. And like we get stuff like that. And like on Play Lax Day is coming up on August 15th. There's like kids wakeboarding and playing lacrosse. There's like people playing wall ball on top of a mountain. Um, so like, yeah, it's definitely cool to see like what the lacrosse community comes up with. And then obviously like what happens on the field. I feel like lacrosse players are just getting better and better. It's just been great to watch.
So you've talked about people sending you stuff to post. Do you also plan your posts, or is it just whatever's hot that day, whatever shot comes in through email or whatever?
No, we have a queue. We have it planned out. Sometimes like if somebody tags us in something, we basically just add it to the queue. It get put in line. We may bump it higher in the queue depending on like how good it is, but uh, yeah, it's not as sporadic as you think it would be. So like, and we have like our the events that we cover, like the women's U.S. team just won gold in the Pan Am Championship. So like we're gonna put that in front of submissions because it's happening like right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we plan our content a good bit.
So how long is that queue? How many people, like kids, are DMing you every single day asking for you to post their content?
Yeah, hundreds. Yeah, a lot. um, and we appreciate all of them. Thank you everybody for sending them in.
So what's the funniest thing you've sifted through and posted?
I think probably the funniest is I don't know if you saw Cradle the Bird, but this bird got in somebody's house and the
Oh,
goalie, it was a guy got his goalie stick and caught it and like cradled it out of the
yeah,
house. That's
I saw
probably
that.
what I would say. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
Who's one person that you want to work with in the future that you haven't worked with so far in your career?
Probably like somebody like an A-lister on the celebrity side that has lacrosse ties, like Steve Carell. I can't believe I forgot his name. He plays Michael in The Office.
Oh,
So he played lacrosse growing up. That would be so cool. And I don't think like a lot of people know that. Also, like Wayne Gretzky played lacrosse. Um, so yeah, I'd probably say those two. I'm looking up more that played lacrosse.
wasn't it
You know, I
Wayne?
met I met Luke Kuechly, and he played lacrosse in high school.
Wasn't it
But you
Wayne
said people
Gretzky?
that
Wasn't it Wayne Gretzky that played lacrosse in like his youth and then said it was too rough and then went to hockey?
that's right.
I thought I heard.
Yep,
Yeah.
nailed it.
All right, Alex, it's time for Rip It or Skip It. This is one of my favorite parts about the whole podcast. If you say Rip It, it's yes, I want to do that. And if you say Skip It, it's no, not to that. Okay? You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, let's get into this. Face-offs who grunt like they're in a wrestling match.
Who grunt?
I'm looking at
Rip it.
Trevor
Yeah.
Baptiste and Mike Sisselberger. Players who yell greaser after missing the cage by a mile.
Skip. Skip every time.
Goalies who wear sweatpants in July.
Rip it. Yeah, they're bold. They're super bold. Shout out Sean Byrne from Army.
Lax coaches that draw like scribbles on a sheet and expect that to be a play.
Skip. I'm not a big whiteboard guy, and you at that point you just can't expect anybody to understand that nonsense.
Attackmen doing TikTok dances after they score.
Ooh, I'm gonna rip it because I want to repost it.
Whole team getting buzz cuts right before a playoff game.
I would prefer you to bleach your hair, but I have a buzz cut, so I will rip it.
All right. Well, that was Rip It or Skip It. Let's move on to the next section.
That's a good segment.
Well,
I like that
thank
segment a
you.
lot. I want to steal that. That's good.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite segments. All right, so we're moving to one more thing. We got start, bench, cut. Liam Intiman, Brett Dobson, Blaze Reardon.
Oh my God, dude. What an impossible choice.
You're in a predicament.
Oh, okay, this sucks. This is hard. I'm gonna start Blaze Reardon. Oh, yeah, dude, he's just the man. Like we were talking on our pod the other day of like people are desensitized to Blaze Reardon because he makes 23 saves routinely,
Mhm.
and you don't bat an eye because he does it every week. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
that's
Blaze because I think he's the best goalie in the world. Yeah.
like we were in Charlotte when he broke his own record, 25 saves. That's absolutely like mind-boggling.
Yeah. He's the man. He's just so good. I'm gonna bench Dobby. I'm gonna bench Brett Dobson. I love the way that he plays goalie. He's such a stoic goalie. He sees the ball so well. There's no wasted movement with him. I think he's a really, really good communicator too. Like you can hear him when he's not mic'd up, just coming through the broadcast. That's a goalie that I would want to play in front of for sure. Um, and then I'm gonna cut Entenmann, not because he's not insane and also super good, just he's the youngest of the bunch. He's also a little bit spidery, I guess you could say. He jumps a lot. He makes a lot of saves from his back. Um, and saves the save, but I do have a lot of confidence in Brett Dobson, who's the opposite of that. But yeah, man, all three of those goalies are world class. That's USA goalie number one, USA goalie number two, and Canada goalie number one. Like that's a sick lineup.
What's one thing that players like me, like my age, can do to grow the game of lacrosse?
I think you're growing the game more than a lot of people. You are doing your best to get in the content space, get more eyes on it. I think that part is great for external visibility. And what I mean by that is people you don't know looking at your content, and it's all great. It's happy. What I would also say is when you're going through your day to day with people that you do know or like people that are in your area, carry yourself like somebody that your parents would be proud of.
Mhm.
So when you're at the grocery store, holding the door open for somebody, getting something that fell off the floor that a worker wouldn't have to pick it up, and then you're wearing a, Georgia Swarm, Carolina Chaos shirt, that shines a good light on lacrosse. So we want everybody to know and recognize that lacrosse has a lot of really, really upstanding people, and you want to be a part of that community. So that's what I would say.
I appreciate the compliment, and that's great advice. Thank you very much. What does the South need to be more like the traditional hotbeds like Virginia and Maryland?
I don't think this might be a little bit of a weird take. I don't think like our elite talent levels are that different. I really don't. I mean, there's going to be like, the absolute A team in Long Island, the absolute A team in Maryland. Those are going to be the top two. But dude, like Atlanta and Charlotte and Raleigh and Florida, like no slouches on our A teams. I would just say it's like the mass of people. It's like in Maryland, you grow up and you have the option to play lacrosse. Our option is we put on the football pads in the summer and play in the fall. So I think it's just like time, just getting lacrosse like more into the youth space, just so that kids like have an opportunity because like you even like look at football, like are the top football players coming out of Maryland or New York? No, they're coming out of Texas and they're coming out of Florida. And like those are like two southern states that's all they do. All they do is play football. All Maryland and New York does is play lacrosse. So we just have to like get it more of an expanded populace at a younger age, I would say. And if you go and like you're playing lacrosse and you love lacrosse, like you should try to get your friends to play. Like that's what happened with me. Again, like I quit football because lacrosse is just way more fun. Like it just is. Um, so yeah, like at just getting people to play, like once they experience it, they're like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it now. That makes sense.
Yeah, I totally understand that. That's like, I just wish that more people would give it a try. Um, because I always try to get more people to play. Like my local rec team is, like I always tell people I meet new people. I say, hey, just sign up. If you don't like it, then you never have to total lacrosse together again or look at the sport ever again. But if you do like it, I want you to play it forever. I want you to have a good career. I want you to succeed in a game that's amazing that we all love. You went from learning lacrosse late to making a career out of it. That's very inspiring to anybody, especially people like my age.
I got this note. It's actually in a box under our guest bed over here, but it's from my friend Josh Shingleton. It all it says is never lose your passion. So if it's not lacrosse, it's not playing lacrosse, maybe it's lacrosse media. If it's not lacrosse media, maybe it's like engineering, man. I don't know. Something along those lines. But what I will say is that I am passionate about lacrosse, and that's what I chose to devote myself to. Um, if you have a passion for it and you're willing to work hard for whatever it may be, lacrosse or not, then having the belief in yourself and having the grit to improve what you are lacking in your profession or like your what you want to pursue as a profession will get you a long way. So I would just say for people your age, just attack your passion with enthusiasm and don't think you're too good to get better.
That's amazing. Can you tell everybody where to find you online or where to find the Lacrosse Network?
Yeah, let's just plug TLN. So it's just at Lacrosse Network all over the place. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, X, Threads, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, we're there. Just go follow TLN.
Alright, y'all. That's it for today. Big thanks to Alex for telling his story and being on the podcast. Drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below. And this is Shoutout Sessions with KyTheGoalie. Peace.